This program is made possible in part by a grant from the Ohio Arts Council.
Produced in Athens at the Ohio University Telecommunications Center.
The thing about this movement, I think, that is most attractive to me is that it crosses all barriers, educationally, culturally, religiously.
Well, we've known about the ribbon for, what, about 2 years now?
2-3 years it's been in process.
We've been reading in the magazines.
Yeah, and Justine Martin got it started by herself. And the ribbons are supposed to represent what we don't want to see lost in a nuclear holocaust. And so this is our statement to ask people and the government to please work for peace.
Well, about 2 years ago, we heard about the ribbon, so we decided we'd make one. And we did, and we sent it into Columbus. And today we're here to see it become part of the 25,000 others.
So, and we both belong to the Youngstown Peace Council. She's active in the Catholic Church. I'm active in the Methodist Church as social action or church and society. And what's the biggest thing in our time is peace, right?
98% of all these pieces have been made by women. Weaving and sewing and intermingling and intertwining has always been a women's project, way back, thousands of years.
So is having children and raising up the next generation, which we want to live. These are my 2 grandchildren.
I also do believe that for years and years we have sent, as mothers, sent our sons out to war and stay behind and watch them come home, or some of them not come home. And now we decided maybe it's our turn to move ahead because our male counterparts haven't really fulfilled what we as mothers hoped. I think, well, maybe we can do it. So we're moving out front now.
Would you like to see it? Have you seen some of the beautiful work that has gone into here's one I think that maybe says beautifully. And that you have the whole world there listed in terms of the dolls, you know, with the different races and ethnic groups, as well as the Dove of Peace.
I've always loved having parties. I've been surrounded by friends, so we're glad you're here for the biggest party of them all. Laughter and music and poetry and art are undoubtedly going to save the world, and we're happy to welcome you to what, on the serious level, is, I believe, the most profound moment in history in a long time. If you've got some names, there are 342 of them here. Maybe yours is on this one. If not, maybe it's on one of the other three I've done. But I'm finished now. I will not complete the fourth one because how can I embroider every name of every person in the world? I can't imagine a world without people, our color, or all the people that make the embroidery cloth, and all the drivers of the 18-wheel ringers who go across I-80 to make sure I get embroidery cloth. So we're all important. Each one of us is important. That's why the images of Hot Fudge Sundae, as well as the exploding pomegranate with the Hebrew prayers for peace, are balanced in this beautiful world where Hot Fudge Sundaes and prayers for peace are a part of the wonderful earth. So I'm at church, folks. Welcome to church.
And in prayer today, the ribbon is dedicated to that woman who conceived it and who today leads its dedication. We turn now for her prayerful word to all of us gathered in this sacred place. Justine Merritt.
To all of you present this day in this beautiful place where needlepoint, stained glass, and sunshine warm stone. To all of you who hear these words in other places, greetings. I believe that the ribbon, conceived in fear, grief, and rage, I know that the ribbon has grown into a lovely binding cloth to tie up a nation's wounds. 40 years ago, Albert Einstein, with that magnificent intelligence, that man, with his splendid left brain functioning, that man said, the unleashed power of the atom has changed everything except our way of thinking. I say to you, dear friends, the unleashed power of the human spirit has changed everything, including our way of thinking.
There is a sign at the reflecting pool where a sign says the ribbon starts here. At that sign, you will form the lines. All of you carrying ribbons, proceed to the reflecting pool to the sign saying the ribbon starts here.
Hi. Oh, get our ribbon. Julie, save some for our ribbon. Oh, please pull out. We should get somebody to take the two of us together with it.
Good morning. Welcome to the ribbon. I'm Shirley Lowe, coordinator for Illinois.
Isn't it nice?
Thank you. It is my pleasure to announce Pete Seeger and Tom Chapin will be performing for you now.
Picture a woman, picture a man. She looks at him, he at her, they understand. And their hearts go boom, 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 like a holiday. And just like this, just like that, they're swept away by the river of love, by the river of love, and the river of dreams, and the river of dreams that carries our hopes and hearts downstream, that carries our hopes and our hearts downstream to the ocean below, while the moon above waits for the tide in the strong wide river of love, waits for the tide in the strong wide river of love. And here comes a child, or two or three, so young, so loud, so proud, it's a family. And the children go boom, 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 until one day, just like this, just like that, they're swept away by the river of love, by the river of love, and the river of dreams, and the river.
アメリカの皆様、こんにちは。こちらへ来られたことを深く感謝いたしております。
Dear friends in the United States, I'm very thankful and grateful to have the opportunity to be here with you.
私は1945年17歳の時に長崎で被爆しましたテル森本。
My name is Teru Morimoto. When the second bomb was dropped on August 9th, 1945, I was in the city of Nagasaki.
その時はガラスの破片だけで助かったと思っていました。 2人の子供を次から次に試産いたしました。
At that time, I was injured with the broken glasses, the shattered broken glasses only. But after I got married, 4 years after the bombing, I had my first boy and second girl born dead.
こちらにいらっしゃる女性の方がたくさんいらっしゃるとお見受けしますが、子供が亡くなることはとても悲しいことです。
I see in front of you so many women, and I am sure all of you women understand what the sad thing it is to have children died.
そのためには地球をきれいな地球と平和のために核廃絶をいたしましょう。
In order not to repeat that tragedy, let us work together for the abolition of nuclear weapons and for peace.
明日のリボンの行動を成功させましょう。
Let us work together for the success of the ribbon tomorrow.
No more Hiroshima, no more Nagasaki, no more Hiroshima.
One member of our group signed the first ribbon that the woman who got the idea, Jeanette.
No, Justin.
Justin Merritt. She announced the ribbon at the CCA conference, Catholic Conference in Appalachia.
That's years ago.
Yeah, and a couple of our, 3 people from our group were there,
Jim.
and they signed the original one that she made, the first piece.
What does it say? And God looked at everything and he made, and he found it very good.
You know, and the whole concept of peace and justice, that we live in the world community, and that we as a community of friends wanted to come together and express our concern for peace through this ribbon with other people in the United States and the world.
This is what I would miss in the event of a nuclear holocaust. I would miss trees and flowers and blue sky and clouds.
There's just been some neat experiences too. Like I picked one up from a woman that I know in Chicago who made it, and she's not here. You know, and that was kind of fun. And someone else in the group had one.
I got one from my hometown.
Oh,
I picked it up. You know, they just hand it to you randomly.
They're just distributing them, and it was really strange. Someone got one, and the woman about 10 people back from us made it, and we heard her. She was a much older woman, and she was going, "I made that! I made that!" And so we linked them together, and they took pictures, and it's just kind of fun. It's strange how in 2 days you can form bonds like this, you know.
For things that you don't want to give up in case of a nuclear war, and the idea of a cross representing love, I mean, that's something that should be eternal. And of course, there's a star. It's sort of a symbol of hope for me. And the idea of someone kneeling and praying, that's something that one should never give up in case of a nuclear war. And of course, cross, in my expression and emphasis, is the biblical aspect of the world. And those are my sentiments. And the flowers, of course, is, you know, the nature. And that's something that I would never like to see destroyed.
I think it's made it's changed some things because this is some people's first attempt at, being a part of a peacemaking type of demonstration.
Where a lot of women got together and families and made these, and though they may not be here, they sent them, and I think that was a good beginning. And a lot of families and churches did get together and are here, and I think that was good because some of the rallies and demonstrations you don't get those type of people, and that's grassroots type of people.
I believe with all my heart that we have already changed history, that the ribbon has unwound to bind up these 40 years, but I believe our work for peace has just begun.
Physically, my feet brought me here. Emotionally, and I came because I totally believe in peace and absolute urgency of an end to nuclear arms.
The ribbon has enabled us to say with beauty, we do understand the destructive power of 50,000 nuclear warheads. The ribbon says we love the earth and all her peoples, so let us find new ways to resolve the differences between nations. This will not happen overnight, but this will continue to happen because we are called to speak out.
Well, I'm here to affirm my belief that we can have peace through dialogue with one another rather than through might with nuclear arms. And I believe that we can do that as a people.
Well, the way that people used to do it is they used to take guns and shoot people. We thought this would be a better way.
Well, I think that if we can get together and talk and not have this enemy mentality that it seems that our leaders are perpetuating.
If all you did, dear friends, were to speak out, to write letters, to vote, you would be bringing the peace.
Well, I'm sure that they'll hear from us. Whether they listen or not is another story, hopefully, yeah.
I simply say, if all you can give is of your treasure, then give. If, as you have created a ribbon segment, you have realized for the first time or remembered again that you are an artist, a poet, if all you can give is out of your creative energy, then continue to give those gifts of stitchery, art, poetry, and music.
Made pottery. My husband's a potter, and decided that that's something that he would miss very much. And this is my sister. She's not here. She's from Vermont, but we made hers with her family. Her son, who loves fishing, her little girl, we just spent the week at the beach, and she spent the entire time in the ocean. And then my sister and her husband, who loves to sail.
Oh, I do. I think these are wonderful symbols that express each individual's beliefs and the things that they cherish about this planet.
If all you can give are your fingers and your prayers, offer up that liberating energy for peace. We are bright, compassionate people. We are intelligent, creative, caring people. We are General Eisenhower's people gathering to lead our leaders on the road to peace.
Working towards peace, people.
bring me here. Meeting all these people, it's really great. It's really fun. I'm amazed. There are people from Oregon that came here, let's see, where? One from Colombia, South America, one from West Germany, Netherlands, so all over the world, all over the country. A lot of churches represented. Lots and lots of churches I see. Hi, where are you from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, great, super. Oregon? Florida, that's my first Florida.
Okay, we have all the areas now, the Pentagon, the Capitol, and the symbolic links are all been completed.
Oh, it's great, wonderful. It's a wonderful idea.
Some accomplishment, I'll say.
We've been working for a long time for this. What was it? Takes the women to years, wasn't it? Doesn't it? If you want anything done, let the women do it. Okay?
Well, it meant that we really have encircled those who make decisions, and we hope that it will affect them, their decisions.
I think that's marvelous. I think that's the right side of the brain saying to the left side of the brain, we better get it together. And the technology of 40 years ago, which resulted in the first victims of nuclear war in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, meets today with the right side of the brain's creative expression of beauty and color. So I think it was Casal that said music would save the world. The right side of the brain is going to help do it, right?
All right. Okay, we're going to do it.
Let's do it. Link it up.
We're going to do it.
Go ahead. Tie it up.
All right.
Hold up in the air.
We did the link.
All along this song of life, to celebrate we create this ribbon of light. All across, all along this song of life, to celebrate we create this ribbon of life. Let me hear you sing it all across. All across, all along this song of life, to celebrate, we create this ribbon of life. Last time. All across, all along this song of life, to celebrate, we create this ribbon of life. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
This program is made possible in part by a grant from the Ohio Arts Council.